how often do you guys exercise your dogs? Daily, a few times a week, or not really very much at all? One of the huge benefits to filming my dog training classes is that we are able to see individual dogs and how they react. Mojo is one of our high-achieving dogs in the class. He's been doing really well, only 5 months old, and the whole family's been involved with him, so that should be fun. Boomer, the Border Collie, will be in this class as well, and boy, talk about a high-energy Border Collie. As you know, I have 3 of them myself, so I very much understand the stereotypical Border Collie, and that Boomer is. As long as they play fetch, they should be fine. Did you play fetch before you got here today? Boomer's dad goes on to explain to me that he had to work that morning and that he was unable to get his dog exercise. Look, that's totally valid. I tell people with high energy dogs that they should play fetch with them before they come to class to get that edge off, and with no breed is that more true than with a Border Collie. But we as people have got to understand that a dog with a lot of pent-up energy is very difficult to work with on obedience. Boomer's a brilliant dog, but right now just very, very high-strung. If you've got a bunch of people living in your house, dog training has to be a family affair. It's important that everyone's able to communicate with a dog. That's why you should involve the whole family with dog training. And I mean, look how well they're doing this. Mojo is only 5 months old. He's a big 5 months, isn't he? Stay should be one of the very first things we teach our dog, and we should teach it very delicately and prioritize it very early on. Take your time and teach it in small bits, but make sure you do it right. There's a couple of things I'm doing here. A, I'm going for a very short period of time. B, my training bubble is still very nice and tight. I'm not way up here with a dog that's way down here. Stay. Notice our eye contact here. Notice the stop sign. Stay. 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense to everybody? Very basic. This is where it all starts. The reason we start so basic with stay is we want it to be so tight and so reliable. It is the bedrock of obedience training. Boy, this is a tough one, isn't it? Loose leash walking. Dogs walk fast. We are slow compared to dogs. Nonetheless, they need to learn to do it. But you also need to understand that you've got to be patient. When you're walking, you don't want to go on a 5-mile walk when teaching this. And look, if I'm going to put you on a leash and we're going to walk, you got to pay attention to me. When that head is like straight ahead and it's not checking in with you from time to time, you've lost them. And you've got to constantly be changing directions on them for the time being. How's Boomer doing? We need to anticipate when our dogs are about to pull. Remember, the best time to address unwanted behavior, in this case, pulling on a leash, is right before it occurs. Remember, dogs don't hide their intentions well. Dogs almost always foreshadow when they are about to pull, and you, as their main person in their life, can read them better than anybody. When you see that pulling is about to happen, you are changing directions instantly to let them know, look at me. Yes, this way. Good. I'm going to abruptly change directions often right now. This way. Even though Boomer is a bit wound up, you can still get through to an unexercised hyper dog as long as you keep your training fast-paced and engaging. But I've got to tell you, in my own experience, it takes a lot of practice to work with a dog like this, and you really have to know what you're doing. You can bypass this difficulty by simply getting your dog tired before teaching them something like this. If you can preempt the pulling, that's better. Yes. This way. Come on, this way. Come on, let's walk. Good, this way. That's it. That's what I like to see. Good, this way. This way. Yes. Very good. And I mean, did you catch that? That was very fast moving. Even though Mojo is wearing a head collar here, we're not relying on it at all to teach him how to walk properly on a leash. What we're trying to do is teach him to look at us while we walk. We want our dogs checking in with us to see where the walk is headed. We're not walking where they want. We want them to walk where we want. And sometimes it involves us getting a little low to really get their attention. Look, yes, good, this way. Good, this way. And you should be rewarding periodically. Again, today's question is, how often do you exercise your dog? Daily, semi-weekly, or not very much at all? Let me know in the comments below. Click thumbs up if you like the video and share my videos on Facebook. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.